Hi, my name is James Tells, and I'm a librarian at Folsom Lake College, and this will be the first of two videos for your Geology 305 or Geography 300 course with Professor Pittman. This first video is going to cover website-based resources that you can use for your semester project or field report. Let's bounce over to a tab that I have open for Google. And we'll just do a Google search. So again, we're looking at resources that are going to be website based first, and then in a second video I'll cover some database resources that the library subscribes to for you. So Professor Pittman said you can use website based resources. An example he gives is a national park website. So what we can do is we'll just use geology to start with, and let's do Sierra Nevada. And what we can do there, let me show you what happens when we do Geology Sierra Nevada just by itself. We get 6.1 plus million results, some of which are going to be great. We've got something from Berkeley here, something from Stanford here. But if we don't want to sift through that 6 million, we can always just go up to our search screen and search box and type in site, S-I-T-E, like website, colon, and then we can add a domain like edu if we want to look for material on our topic at a accredited university or college in the United States, or org, where we might look at some professional geology organizations. Basically, using this type of search, this domain-specific searching with that site command, we can eliminate a lot of the really lame .coms and provide ourselves with much better more thorough analysis from experts, from a professional organization, from an academic institution, from a government agency, for example. So let's do .gov to start with. So I'm going to put GOV. So again, my search terms, then the command SITE colon, and then the domain of interest. You don't need to put .gov or .edu. Just after the colon, put just that domain name. So in this case, GOV for government sites. So we'll go from 6.1 million down to 123,000. That's a lot less material to have to sift through. So we could open up any of these as an example. Let's look at Plutinism in the central part of the Sierra Nevada batholith. So let's open that up. And what I see there is this is a U.S. Geological Survey report. And this is the whole report. It's downloading slowly because it looks like it's pretty massive. And we can just scroll a few pages in here. It's going very slow with the download. So while we wait for that, this is a good example of a government agency, a reputable government agency that you could find material that they've published online for free for the U.S. public and actually the world public. So it's a good example of the kind of material you'll find by doing that .gov limitation. Since this is loading so slowly, I'm going to bounce back out and change things up a little bit. So again, that's .gov, and I do recommend limiting searches to .gov. Another one is that edu domain. And again, what that means is that's going to limit your search to Geology Sierra Nevada to websites maintained by accredited universities and colleges in the United States. That's what the .edu is. So let's hit that. And we even have less, 104,000. So we can see here some of these reputable academic institutions. We've got Berkeley, UC Merced, Stanford. So I'm not going to open up a number of these for you. You can do that on your own. Some of the material will be a little dated. You can see here we have a geologic structure and history of the Sierra Nevada from 1968. So we probably move on to something a little bit more modern. One way that you can limit date-wise is we can click on Tools here. And by default, we're doing an anytime search, so stuff that's been uploaded anytime. And we can change that by hitting that drop-down menu. So Tools, Anytime drop-down menu, and we could do a custom range. We want to look at stuff uploaded over the last couple of years. But I'm just going to do past year to make it simple. If I click on that again, if I click on Tools again, this shows me that we've dropped it down from over 100,000 to just 2,590 results. So we've got a geologic section from the Sierra Nevada to Death Valley. I don't know if you want to go that far. Volcanoes of the eastern Sierra Nevada. So the point is that you've got multiple ways of limiting your search results. You can do it by domain, gov, edu, org, to eliminate those .coms. You can use the tools to change the upload dates. So if you want to look at material, say, that's been uploaded in the last 10 years, you could do that custom range. In this case, I took the easy route and just did the 1 year. You can also, once you've got an idea of where you want to go, you don't need to be so broad like I've been with Sierra Nevada here. If I'm looking for a particular geologic location, a particular site that interests me that's nearby, I could plug in geology, that site name, and then do those limiters. So once you actually know of some sites that you may be interested in exploring, you can be a lot more focused by plugging those particular place names or terms into the search box. Citing your sources. So I know that Professor Pittman allows you to use whatever citing system that you prefer, as long as you use it consistently. So for websites, you are either going to have to plug information into a citation generator, or we can go to the library homepage. And if we just scroll down a bit here on the library homepage, we have a citation help button. And that will lead you to the different styles, APA, MLA, Chicago, etc. And so you can pick a particular style again, as long as you stick with it. And Professor Pittman will accept that style as long as everything is in that style. And that page will help you, will show you examples of how to cite a web page or material from a web page or website. And that concludes the using Google to find website sources and where to find citation information. And now I am going to end this video and move into the video on using the library's research databases that we subscribe to.